them making a push. I'm not going to be that guy who says we're going to win the league. But we're in 12th right now. 9 points, one behind Aston Villa, Liverpool, and Hull. So I can definitely see Everton making a push for the top 3 this year. I don't know about you, Snowball, but we're right. You're a Liverpool fan, correct?
Chelsea. I was born in Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea. Okay. Pick the first place team. Go figure.
I can't. I'm going to support my hometown.
Okay, Snowball. Whatever. You can root for them as long as you want. But just know that Everton FC is coming for you. Because we have a guy named Lukaku and you don't. But quietly this year, Stephen Naismith has been huge. I did not expect him to be this good this year. But he's been outstanding. And he is one to cause some problems for the other team. Just getting up in their face. It's actually quite entertaining for me. I don't know about you. But when they played Man United, that was great, just seeing Naismith and De Gea go at it.
That was funny.
So now, one of our better segments, I should say. The Bruh of the Week. Now this goes to a certain Columbus Blue Jackets fan who goes by the name of Dancing Kevin.
He's done this multiple times.
He has done this multiple times. But he hasn't gone to this degree before. Now, SB Nation calls him the shirtless, gyrating Blue Jackets fan. The legend of Dancing Kevin.
Right.
Now, I don't even know who they were playing. That's how much I know about the Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets.
Yeah. He is the Blue Jackets.
He's late to the party.
I can't tell you who's on the Blue Jackets, but I can tell you that Kevin Schroeder is the #1 fan of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, in their game this week, again, I still can't tell you who they played. I can't remember. But Turn Down for What came on, and Kevin did not turn down for anything. Took off his shirt, started dancing with a bear, chugged a couple beers. As always, had CBJ, let's get to work, written on his belly, rather prominent. And he just went at it. Big props to him. I mean, if you don't want to diet, at least, flaunt it like Dancing Kevin. This guy has some moves. And also, props to the guy in the bear suit. He's got some moves too. But both of them absolutely refusing to turn down.
Mm-hmm.
Much like CB it probably is right now at Homecoming. CB doesn't turn down often. He's just constantly turning up. And speaking of CB, for our Joel Embiid Memorial segment tonight, we asked you, who are the top 5 shooters better than Drake? Now, I didn't say NBA. I didn't say international. Just all time. Top 5 shooters better than Drake. Because, and we'll link you to this on our Twitter. But Drake came out for Kentucky's Midnight Madness. I think it was last night or the other night. Last night. And obviously John Calipari, kind of the ambassador for his players. He gets Drake alongside. He got him a national championship ring a couple of years ago. So a couple, some strong ties there. And then so Drake comes out with the players. He's all pumped. Everyone's pumped. They're everyone's favorite Canadian rapper. And what does Drake do? He grabs the ball and airballs a 3-pointer. So we asked you, for a shooter of the that kind of shooter in Drake, who could possibly be better? Well, you gave us your top 5, and in this order, we had number 5, our very own CB Garrett. Now, in the past couple weeks, CB Garrett has bumped up his status. He was previously a Division 6 recruit. He's gone all the way up to Division 5 recruit. So, you may see him next year playing for West Texas A&M State Tech. He's gonna be the starting point guard. Watch. I'm predicting it right now. Number 4, Kwame Brown. Can't really argue with that. Stephen Stephen A. Smith said it himself. Kwame Brown is one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. Don't you agree, Snowball?
He's up there.
He is.
Right, yeah.
He is. Kwame Brown, I would probably put him top 10 all time. I know people like to say Michael Jordan is the best basketball player of all time, but that's just not true. Kwame Brown's way ahead of him. Another
Brown's
great...
so good he didn't have to go to college.
Exactly. Kwame Brown didn't need college. He went straight to the NBA. He showed David Stern. That's the number one example right there. You don't need college to be good at basketball. You can just be Kwame Brown. And you know what? The Lakers were devastated when they had to give up Kwame Brown to get Pau Gasol. And you know what? The Grizzlies were better off for it. Kwame Brown, he's the real MVP. Kevin Durant's mom is not the real MVP. Kwame Brown is the real MVP. For whatever reason, you guys ranked Johan Petro above Kwame Brown. I don't know why. I mean, Johan Petro's a great player, don't get me wrong. But he's no Kwame Brown. Snowball, what was your reaction to this?
No comment.
No comment. For anyone keeping track
Words
at home,
can't describe.
For anyone keeping track at home, that was the second no comment of the episode for Snowball. At number 2, we have Plaxico Burress. Now, he does have a reputation for being a decent shooter. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I have heard he's a pretty good shot. But then, of course, number 1, the greatest basketball player of all time, Adam Balk, a.k.a. Brian Scalabrine, the White Mamba. Now, Kobe Bryant went ahead when he was coming up in the league after the Fro years and nicknamed himself the Black Mamba, just totally ripping off Brian Scalabrine's nickname and trying to make a name for himself. I was absolutely disgusted at that, trying to rip off the best basketball player to ever live. Snowball, I mean, the nerve of Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not even that good.
Yep.
So, I can't argue with most of these rankings, guys. I think Kwame Brown should have been a little bit higher, but Scalabrine is definitely awesome at number 1, and can't really argue with Plaxico Burress either. One of the best shooters of all time, I would say.
Yep.
Now, we'd like to see if there's any recent Twitter gold from Joel Embiid. I just want to check real quick before we wrap up this segment. I mean, he tweeted several pictures of himself. Nothing too good. Oh, here he is. He did say that he went to Africa a week ago, killed a lion, then killed a goat, hitting the shmoney. That's shmoney with 4 Y's and 5 skull emojis. So, some deep thoughts from Joel Embiid there. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Snowball for one of the lesser segments on our show, but we love him anyway. The Snowball Effect.
Alright, guys, your favorite segment of the week, the Snowball Effect. Don't listen to Nick. And this week's Snowball Effect is actually one that came from today. Joe Montana's son, Nick Montana.
Great name.
Great name. At the end of the half, he's on Tulane. I forget who they were playing, but at the end of the half, it's 4th down. Clock was running, so Nick thought it'd be a good idea.
They were playing UCF, by the way.
Clock, not knowing that it was 4th down. Turnover and downs. Nick, welcome to the club of the Snowball Effect. Not even sure if Tulane won that game. I kind of just saw that and I was like, I gotta put this on. So, Nick, you're in the Snowball Effect. Your father would be very proud.
Dan Marino's proud.
Joe Montana.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Dan Marino. Yes, he is proud.
Dan
Yes.
Marino is proud.
Yes, I got you there.
So
Took me
now-
a second. I got it.
It took a second. It's okay. It's all right. So actually, CB's not here. Now, Snowball, I know you feel left out sometimes, not having the top segment on our show. So I'm gonna let you handle Bang Bang Who's Hot, Who's Not tonight.
All right, it's time for the bang bang. Who's hot? Who's not?
That was actually a pretty good impression. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
do it for yeah. You know. So who's hot is Lance Lepoid, coach of the University of Wisconsin Whitewater, not Madison, Whitewater Warhawks, D3, fastest coach to 100 wins ever. College football history, 52-53 win over Wisconsin. Eau Claire, I believe that's the name, right? He's
Something
now
like that.
106 in his career and has only lost one time in the playoffs with 29 wins. Who's now Hunter Lundqvist? He's just been bad in general for the Rangers. Don't really have stats for you for it, but
He's let up an insane amount of
he hasn't
goals
been
through the
hot
first
at
5
all.
games.
It's been bad. He's their best player in the postseason last year, so they'll have to step it up if they want to go far.
He's one of the best goalies in the NHL.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Marc-Andre Fleury is more than ready to take that crown, though, from King Henrik. So that pretty much does it for us tonight.
Yeah. Good show.
Yeah, very good show. Not a whole lot going on in the sports world. Hopefully,
Once the NBA season starts coming, we'll get a lot, and then college is gonna come, and then it's gonna be crazy.
yeah, we didn't want to do the NBA without CB. He's the big basketball guy. Like we said, D5 recruit. He's a huge Bulls fan. I feel sorry for him. But we'll do an NBA preview coming up probably next week.
Right.
CB will be back with us, hopefully returning Homecoming King. That's pretty much it from us. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow all of us on Twitter. Follow Infinity Sports Network. We got some new shows coming out. Noah Taborda started his college football show. Me and Carl, we started a hockey show. That'll be coming up soon. And there might be a couple more I'm forgetting. But great shows on this network. Be sure
Hopefully
to tune
more
in.
of the shows start doing more episodes, I think.
Yeah, like us. Because you guys love us.
We're the most consistent. We're the most consistent show on ISN. We're proud of that.
We are proud. So yeah, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week.